morning, guys. That was a bit of a long one, wasn't it? Welcome to another video, and this week we're heading back up to the Riverland and we're going camping. I've had a few people say, when are we getting back into the camping, or the proper camping? So I have been concentrating a fair bit on the floods and stuff, so we've nearly all had enough of that, but we will keep our eye on it still as the water goes down, just to show you what's happening. But we're going to get back into what the channel was designed to do, was to show you guys little camping spots, and for me to go out and do a bit of catching, cooking, some fishing, some yabbying, and campfire cook-ups, and all those things that you guys know that I'm really shit at. So that's the plan. We're also getting a lot closer. I think you can actually put the tinnies in up Renmark Way at the moment, and canoes, I think it's above lock 5, but it's all changing very quickly at the moment. We're in section F down here along the river, and I think they may be opening up it for tinnies, small boats, early next week, so I'm not too sure. But anyway, that just means that pretty soon we can get the tinny back out, we can get the kayak out, we can do a few tinny trips, we can get the kayak and do some yabbying and some fishing, do a bit of touring along the River Murray and along some of the backwaters, which is what I'm really looking forward to. So we better get the camera around, show you guys what I'm looking at, and you know what that means. It's time to start the music. Here we are, the mighty town of Wainaka, and there's my brother. Could have a chat with him. How you going? Up here we're going to go and grab a bit of firewood that Sam has chopped up for me. I think it might be railway sleepers. So this is a spare block the farm's got up around the back, and you'll also see the first car I ever had when I was 16, or the first ute. If you're from overseas, we call them a utility or a ute. And here's the little block here where there should be some firewood for me. And there's my first ute. It's on the bottom there, a Ford Falcon. If that was still in good nick, it's probably worth about 80 grand. So just at Karoonda now, this is where my mother lives. I thought I'd just show you the little caravan park they've got here. So this has all started to come up in the last 10 years or so, I suppose. But great little campsite. If you're passing through, they've got cabins out to the left and places for caravans to the right. And for a little town in the middle of nowhere, there always seems to be people staying here. You've got the footy oval straight ahead. Every time I go past, there's at least 3 or 4 caravans camped here. They've got a good toilet block. I'm not too sure on the prices, but you just pull up and I think the council comes around, and straight ahead they've got, what we got there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little cabins over there. So I just thought I'd show you that, just in case you're looking for a place to stay on your way from, say, Mildura to Adelaide if you're coming this way. So the attractions here at Karoonda, you got the beautiful silo art out to the right, and that gap up on the silos at night time, they run videos up there. You got a nice windmill up here. You know how I love a good windmill. And we'll just turn left here. I've probably shown it to you before, I'm not too sure, but they've got a great little pioneer village down here to the left. Pioneer Park it's called. And that's your attractions for Karoonda. So that pumping station, you can see how high the water got up to. So that's where we want to go, around to the right, because Book Purnong Road ahead is still shut. I thought it'd be open with that drop in the water, but obviously not. But we're going to go straight ahead anyway and check out Lock 4 just to see if we can see it now. It was completely covered in water, and we should be able to turn left just before the road's blocked. Righto, just coming into Lock 4. Gate's still locked to go down to the bottom to the car park, but you can nearly see the cement. That's the lock part closest to us that the boats go through, but still a lot of water. Can't quite see the barrage across there. So where I'm camping tonight, I'm going to tell you guys the closest house number. So you might know, you might not know, but the little rectangle signs for the houses are done in metres from one road to another road. So we're on Snanitsky Road, which goes basically from Loxton across to the Sturt Highway, heading towards Mildura. So the numbers on this Snanitsky Road start at the Sturt Highway, and the first house I came to was 193. So you go 2 decimal spots from the right hand side of 193, which means it was 1.93 kilometres to that house. So there's no odds and evens each side of the road or anything. It's just kilometres, which makes it a lot easier for people to find houses. And as you get further, obviously the numbers get bigger. So for instance, if the number was 8674, it would be 86.74 kilometres from the main road that they started measuring from. Hopefully that doesn't sound too complicated, but once you look at the signs, you'll soon know which direction they're going. This sign here on the left is 623, so from Sturt Highway it is 6.23 kilometres to their gateway. So I'll find the closest house to where I'm going to camp tonight at the Lyrup Flats, so that makes it a bit easier if anyone is interested in checking the place out. Okay, I've done a U-turn now, so I'm actually coming from the Loxton way, and the house number is 1018, which is just behind the bush there. It's not actually the house number, it could just mean where the pumping station is. So 10.18 kilometres from Sturt Highway, and turn off, head down the dirt track, and with a little bit of luck we will be the only ones down here. Not even any boats at the boat ramp. Not too sure where we'll go yet, but we'll probably get down here away from the people. So only 2 weeks ago, this is where the water was up to, along that mark, and where we had our yabby pots was about here. That's about as far as we came out with the yabby pots to start off with. So that water has dropped heaps. check out the video from 2 weeks ago, you'll see that this was all underwater. Let's go and find a spot so we can set up camp and hopefully still catch a couple of yabbies. Righto guys, here we are, Lyrup Flats, and that's the Pike River right in front of us. As I was saying earlier on, that water was right up to where that brick is about 3 weeks ago. So Pike River runs up and around those trees just in the middle, in the distance. It turns left in front of those and curves back out in the middle of the flats. We got a little fire going. Now it's only been about 22 degrees today. There's no fire ban. I talked to the CFS at Renmark when they were checking for that brown snake, and I've looked it up online. So just in case anyone wants to whinge, you can have a comfort fire. So I've cleared all around it and we're ready to go. Just waiting for a few coals so we can put the camp oven on. We're doing a mini apricot roast, I think it is. Just something I whipped up earlier this afternoon. Might have bought it from the butcher's shop. And we'll chuck a few spuds in there and we'll see what else we've got, and we'll have a bit of a cook up. So just waiting to get the coals and then we can get that started. Okay, here we go. Well, that is shocking. So we got, chuck him back. Righto guys, we got the coals underneath the camp oven, we got the spuds in, as usual, way too many spuds, and I can hear him out there now saying, what's the dickhead got the spuds in for already? He's doing a roast. They should go in maybe 20 minutes after the roast goes in. But it is a mini roast, it's a very mini roast. My calculations are it's going to cook slightly less, or take slightly less time than the spuds. So we'll get these started and then we'll get the mini roast in. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. Righto guys, here's my little mini apricot, I think it's lamb. It's pretty small. Sure it looked bigger in the window of the butcher's shop. But we'll go and stick it in here. Little spot for it right in the middle. And I reckon that'll probably take about an hour and a half. Get the lid back on. If you're wondering what the powder's for, good stuff to get rid of ants. Alright, we've got a balancing right, let's get it back on. Beautiful. Let that go for probably 3/4 an hour, half an hour, and then we'll top up the coals underneath and on top. If that doesn't work, we've got a duck down there we can have for tea. So this is my perfect night guys, sitting by the fire, couple of glasses or cups of Scared of the Dark medicine, fishing, which you know I'm brilliant at, and watching the speedway. Yeah, I know, that's not camping, watching the speedway, but too bad. Sprint cars on Murray Bridge Speedway tonight. We're not racing. Sam is racing next Saturday night at Waikery.
Just will not run and aborts the run. So he's just deciding.
Righto, quick test of the potatoes. Oh, I think they're done. That looks good. Time to plate up. Gravy's looking good. Nice and thick. The beans are boiling up, ready to plate up. Okay guys, all plated up. We got the little mini, I think it's lamb, apricot roast. We got some beans, we got some potatoes, we got some gravy. And it's looking mighty fine. Especially with that full moon just coming up over the trees. Righto guys, food review. Sensational night. Nearly a full moon. And was absolutely brilliant until the pumping station just started up. So you probably can't hear it, so it's a little bit annoying, but you can't have everything. Now, food review. Now, I know there's couples sitting back there saying, oh, Reg, that's not a lamb roll, that's a chicken roll. Well, alright, I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, it was a chicken roll, a apricot chicken roll, and it was beautiful. I think it was $7.50, top-notch butchers, Murray Bridge, and nicely rolled up with a bit of seasoning. I didn't think I'd taste the apricot, but they must have bits of apricot in the middle as well. So, excellent. The potatoes were superb. Did I say superb? Must be the scared of the dark medicine. What else? The beans, the greens. I love the greens. With beans, I tend to like a little bit of extra pepper on those. And the potatoes were brilliant. So pretty good camp oven meal there. 8.8, that's my review. 8.8, that's my review. Righto guys, that's going to end this video. All packed up, ready to go. Been a few tinnies out this morning, shooting down the Pike River. One out there in the middle of the screen, yabbying at the moment, out in the backwaters. Can't wait to get my tinny down here, or the kayak, and get back there about 200 or 300 metres in the shallower water. Wasn't real good yabbying here. I think it's a little bit deep, or maybe I'm just useless. But that's going to finish this one. I'm not too sure what I'm doing with this video, guys. I was hoping to put it into 2 parts because I've got Speedway next week at Waikery, so we'll see what happens. There could be a part 2 to this. If not, that's it. Catch you later.